Hey you, it's your boy Galifran. Now, if you're anything like me, you absolutely love Roblox war games, but absolutely hate spending hours and hours trying to find ones that aren't complete crap. Well, man, did you come to the right place, because today I'm going to show you the top 10 best war games on Roblox in 2021. So sit back, relax, and put on your best war face, baby. Number 1. Tank Warfare. Nothing beats a good tank game, and this is no exception. In Tank Warfare, you roll onto the battlefield with 7 of your friends and 8 of your foes, and fight in several different game modes that will keep you playing for a very long time. I just gotta say, this game is so well made, and with its amazing graphics and textures, it's crazy that this game isn't as well known as it should be. This game has different tanks that you can unlock and customize any way that you want. Wanna fight as another tank? Boom! You got it! Wanna slippity slap some camo on your favorite tank? You got it! What's also great is Tank Warfare supports mobile. And to even help mobile users, the game automatically will change the textures to settings that will not only allow you to play the game without lag, but will also stop the game from crashing your phone. Needless to say, no matter what kind of war games you're into, I can guarantee you that Tank Warfare will become one of your new favorite games. Go and check it out. Number 2. Operation Overlord. There are many games on Roblox that are centered around the historic Battle of D-Day, but this one truly stands out for its graphics and amazing gameplay mechanics. Truly, if you're looking for a more realistic version of a D-Day game, then this is the game for you. One of the mechanics in the game is how your character will actually have certain negative effects be given to them when shot or shot at. For example, when you get hit by an enemy bullet, you will actually have to use medical supplies to stop your character from bleeding out. All I can say is it seriously adds to the suspense of the game when you're in a firefight and you have to stop and address your wounds before continuing on. Pretty cool stuff. The game also offers many different classes that you can fight as, such as Rifleman, Squad Leader, Support, Machine Gunner, Sapper, and many more. What's great is most of the classes on this game are unlocked within the game itself and don't require Robux to unlock them. If you like a fun, realistic D-Day game, then this is the game for you. Number 3. Wings of Glory. Man, what an amazing game. Wings of Glory is an aircraft PvP game where players will take to the skies in a 5v5 dogfight. This game offers you the chance to fight and unlock many of the historic planes all the way from the early World War II era to the early Cold War era. These planes you can fight as come from several different national air forces, such as the US Army Air Corps, the British RAF, the German Luftwaffe, the Japanese Army Air Force, and the Soviet Air Force. What's nice about this game is the controls are fairly simple and you literally just point your mouse in the direction you want to go. A good tip that I have for you is when you're shooting at an enemy plane that isn't directly in front of you, always lead your shots. You can easily do this if you put your movement circle over the green circle that appears once you sight an enemy. You'll hit them every time. If you're one for planes and dogfights, definitely check this game out. You will love it. Number 4. Unit 1968. If you like the Vietnam era, then Unit 1968 will be a game that you will love. This game basically works like any other FPS war game, but having it set during the Vietnam War is a nice change because you just don't see many war games set during the Vietnam War. Other than that, the game offers a fast-paced gameplay experience and some awesome mechanics that really immerse you into the gameplay. Some of those mechanics are panic attacks, suppression, and my personal favorite is this stabbing animation. Dang, does that look cool! Definitely a good game. Definitely check it out. Number 5. Blood and Iron. Playing Blood and Iron with the boys be like... Boy, guys, Blood and Iron is an insanely awesome game, and as someone who freaking loves the Napoleonic era, this game is just so fun in so many ways. So Blood and Iron is a game inspired by Mount and Blade Warband Napoleonic Wars, and is basically a team-based PvP game set in the Napoleonic era. That means you'll be fighting with flintlock muskets, bayonets, sabers, cannons, and all kinds of different weapons from that time period. When you first load into the game, you will be asked which of 2 nations you want to fight as. After you pick one, you will then be able to become one of the many different regiments of that nation, as well as what class you want to fight as. Those classes being normal infantry, light infantry, cavalry, or artillery. Then the fight begins. The goal of each round is to eliminate the enemy forces while staying alive yourself. You only get 1 life per round, so you really have to work as a team to win. Overall, I really love this game, and I think you will too. Check it out. Ever wonder what it'd be like to fight in a battle with 1,500 other players? Well, let me introduce you to this video's sponsor, Empire Francais. Now, Empire Francais is a Napoleonic-era French group that can easily rally upwards of 700 men. What makes this group totally awesome is that they have battles that can hold up to 1,500 players, and surprisingly enough, there's hardly any lag with that many players on. Their battle map, Waterloo, is a giant line battle map that allows players to fight in different companies with a flag to protect and respawn on. Protecting your team's flags are super important, which contributes to a lot of the fun, but also the insanity of these battles. The battles have huge lines of men fighting each other, and when multiple lines charge, it is truly something to see as fighting can get pretty intense. If you want to check them out, their group and Discord link will be down below. Number 6, D-Day. D-Day by VISIONWORKS is definitely one of my favorite games, and just like Operation Overlord, the game is based on the historic Allied invasion at the beaches at Normandy. While Operation Overlord is more realistic and graphic intensive, D-Day by VISIONWORKS has a more arcade-like feel and is a lot more fast-paced, which is one of the many things I really enjoy about it. The game is very simple. The Allies must land their naval craft, fight to hold the beach, and then push their way all the way back to the city while constantly fighting for their foothold against the Germans. Since my last top 10 war games video, the game has received a lot of cool updates, which has made the game all the better. One of those updates is a map update. Now the city has a more urban combat feel to it, which will have you fighting in close quarters as you fight inside of buildings and tunnels, which honestly is great to see. There are many classes in D-Day, some of them being rifleman, medic, engineer, sharpshooter, infantryman, and mortarman. Infantrymen and mortarmen are the newest ones on the list, and both are just fan-freaking-tastic. I personally love the mortar in this game, as the aiming mechanics are just simply great, in my opinion. Now I just need to know how to use the mortar correctly.
Oh, there's a guy behind here! There's a guy behind here! Get him!
If you like a more fast-paced war game, then this game is definitely for you. Number 7, Black Hawk Rescue Mission. If you're a fan of games such as Arma or Rainbow Six Siege, then this game is perfect for you. Black Hawk Rescue Mission centers around a united task force consisting of many different nations fighting together to counter the local terrorist threat in the area. There are many different locations located around a massive map consisting of different objectives for you and your friends to complete. Along with that, Black Hawk Rescue Mission has an amazing and realistic selection of vehicles ranging from jeeps to massive transportation helicopters to assist you. Another feature this game includes is an action-packed PvP mode where you can test your skills against other players. Overall, this game is perfect for anyone who wants a high-quality, modern-day tactical shooter. Number 8, Unit Classified. The ROLVE community does it again. From the makers of Arsenal, we now have Unit Classified, and wow, does this game add a bunch of new features, many of which I haven't seen before in many Roblox FPS games, and it's only an alpha. Basically, Unit Classified is a game set in the middle of the Cold War, and so you can use many of the classic World War II guns, but also the more modern Cold War guns, which honestly is a cool mix to see in the game. The game has all your basic FPS mechanics like different game modes and weapon customization, but something that sets this game apart from the others is the sweet classes you can fight as, and I don't mean weapon classes necessarily. One such class is the Commander class, and it's one of my favorites because you can call it air support, and it's seriously just so cool to rain death upon any part of the map that I personally choose. Other classes seem to be more in the works, but they also have their own weapons and features that only they can use, which is pretty neat. Lastly, the game has voice acting, and I personally love every bit of it. Basically, whenever something happens, like you get shot, kill an enemy, or get suppressed, your character will just start saying the most random things. Basically, if you're looking for a wildly fun FPS game that's still in development, then this one might be one that you want to keep your eye on. Number 9, Operation Scorpion. Alright, let's be honest, it's basically CSGO, but that's not to say that it isn't an amazing game to play. First things first, the graphics alone look wonderful, and you can tell the creators really put the time and effort into the game. The game is your typical terrorists versus counter-terrorist game, with one team trying to plant a bomb while the other team is trying to defuse the bomb or stop it from being planted at all. Again, just like CSGO. But unlike CSGO, terrorists and counter-terrorists switch off every other round instead of every couple rounds, which is nice. The developers also made an improved version of the map Nuke, and they also made their own map called Yacht, which actually is super cool. If you like CSGO and want to play a sweet version of it here on Roblox, then definitely check this game out. Number 10, Dead Ahead. If ground warfare isn't your thing, Dead Ahead is right up your alley. This game allows you to be part of a crew of either a massive carrier, battleship, or even the smallest of destroyers and landing crafts as you fight to wipe the enemy team off the ocean's surface with every weapon at your disposal, and I mean it when I say every weapon. Since there's obviously aircraft carriers in the game, Dead Ahead also takes the battle to the skies with its amazing selection of various airships that can assist your team in winning the day and ruling the seas. Every ship has its role that altogether helps your team win, such as the destroyer being the perfect ship for scouting, to the battleship's massive cannons that make the enemy tremble before its tremendous firepower. Overall, Dead Ahead truly takes the cake for a high-quality naval warfare game that keeps you on your feet and hungry for more. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this list of what I think is the top 10 best war games on Roblox, and I hope you found some awesome games to try out. If a war game you like didn't make my list, be sure to comment the name of the game down below. I always love seeing what cool games you guys enjoy. But anyways guys, videos like this one take a long time and a lot of effort to make. So if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Thank you very much. Anyways guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace.
It's time.